In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 25, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cincinnati Reds versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cincinnati Reds will head to Phoenix to face the Arizona Diamondbacks in Game 2 of their 4-game set this Friday from Chase Field. Arizona took Game 1 by a small margin, 3-2. Cincinnati's offense looked very good against the Angels, and it seems like a different bat every night stepping up to carry the load. The Reds have picked up a win every time that Kennedy has appeared in a game this season. Arizona is just 5-7 with Bott on the hill, 2-6 over his last 8 starts. When they played in Arizona last season, Cincinnati took 2 of 3 games, and they've gone 7-3 over the last 10 meetings with the Diamondbacks. I fully expect a back-and-forth series here, and quite likely a split of the 4 games, but I like the Reds to take this one in particular, so the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. Though we have a pair of rookie arms starting this game, their recent efforts point us in a certain direction to be sure, starting off with the fact that neither of them allowed a run the last time they went out there. In Kennedy's last start, there was only 1 total run scored. There have not been 10 or more runs scored in a Fott start since May 3rd, his only start that has clipped the total placed on this particular matchup. The Diamondback starter also faced this Reds lineup back in July and gave up 3 home runs, though only 4 hits and 3 runs in a 4-2 loss. He has allowed just 2 home runs in his 5 starts since, so I wouldn't expect that again. Entering this series, the under had gone 6-3-1 over the last 10 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus Seattle Mariners. The Kansas City Royals face the Seattle Mariners, with both teams heading in opposite directions this season. The Royals have a 41-88 record, and with only 3 wins in their last 10 games, they have the second worst record in the American League. The Mariners have a 71-56 record, and with 8 wins in their last 10 games, they have leaped into wild card position in the American League. For the upcoming game, the Royals will turn to Brady Singer as their starting pitcher, who has allowed 9 runs in his last 3 starts, while the Mariners will turn to Bryce Miller, who has only allowed 2 runs in his last 3 starts. The surging Mariners will roll with right-hander Bryce Miller in the first game of this set with the last-place Royals. He earned the win last Friday, allowing 2 hits and 1 walk over 6.1 scoreless innings against the Astros. Seattle was on an 8-game winning streak, their second of the month, before losing a heartbreaker against the Chicago White Sox Wednesday afternoon. They have won 8 of 12 at home and get a Royals team that is ready to pack it in for next season. Julio Rodriguez was back in the lineup Wednesday after missing Tuesday's game due to illness. The Mariners have looked unbeatable in recent games, and they look to step up and control this game from the first inning. The Mariners, who average 4.74 runs per game, should drive in runs at will, with Julio Rodriguez, J.P. Crawford, and the rest of the lineup making contact and powering the ball to constantly plate base runners. The Mariners should limit the Royals lineup, which averages only 4.01 runs per game, with Bryce Miller building off of 3 starts where he's only allowed 2 runs and delivering multiple scoreless innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with a lead. The Royals continue to pile up the losses, and they're not making bettors money. It's hard to get behind the Royals these days. It's even tougher with Brady Singer on the mound, a pitcher with a 5.04 earned run average and 1.36 WHIP. The Mariners have put together a strong week, and they need to take advantage of games like this to keep creating distance in the playoff race. Bryce Miller has been respectable with his 3.78 earned run average and 1.01 WHIP. Seattle had an off day Thursday, so the young Phenom will be ready to go for the first game of this series Friday. So the Seattle Mariners to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Brady Singer will get the starting nod in Game 1 of this series with the Mariners. He served up 6 runs on 9 hits and 2 walks over 3.2 innings last week against the Cubs. Singer had logged 3 quality starts in a row prior to last week's loss, which marked his 3rd time allowing multiple home runs in a game this season. Seattle has been hot, so that is a bad recipe for Singer, who I anticipate will get lit up on the road. The Royals have allowed the 3rd most runs per game in MLB while giving up 161 long balls on the year. The total has gone over in 8 of Seattle's last 10 games and 6 in a row against the Royals. Both starting pitchers have struggled this year and the 2 lineups look to drive in runs from the first pitch. The Royals should constantly play base runners with Bobby Witt, Salvador Perez, and the rest of the lineup making contact and powering the ball. The Mariners, who have scored 65 runs in the last 9 games, should run up the score with Julio Rodriguez, J.P. Crawford, Cal Raleigh, and the rest of the lineup crushing pitches and swinging for the fences against Brady Singer, who has allowed 9 runs in his last 3 starts to circle the bases at will. This will be a high-scoring game with both lineups stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus San Francisco Giants. The Atlanta Braves travel to California to take on the San Francisco Giants on Friday evening in the first game of the series at Oracle Park. Atlanta will send RHP Spencer Strider to the mound for his 26th start of the season. San Francisco will counter with 26-year-old righty Logan Webb, who will be making his 27th start of the season. The Braves won both games played against the Giants earlier this month, and they won 6 of 9 games played during the 2022 season. The Braves have won their last 2 series on the road, and they are winning at a 64% clip away from their home stadium in 2023. They have hit a very healthy .311 with a .563 slugging percentage over their previous 5 games on the road. The Braves won 2 of 3 at home versus the Giants earlier this month, and they have won 67% of the matchups with San Francisco over the past 2 seasons. Webb has struggled on the road recently, producing a 0-1 record with a 7.62 earned run average and 1.69 WHIP in his previous 3 starts. The Braves pitching staff is on fire, hurling 4 shutouts in the past week and a half and compiling a 3 earned run average with a 1.03 WHIP in their last 63 innings. Strider dominated the Giants at home earlier this month. He pitched 7 scoreless innings and gave up only 1 hit while striking out 10 batters. The Giants have had difficulty scoring at Oracle Park, ranking 28th in the league in average runs scored per game at home. I get it, Webb's pitched really well at home in a pitcher's park at Oracle, but here's the problem. The Braves continue to be one of the best teams in baseball against righties, and even if this turns into a pitcher's duel between Strider and Webb, the Braves have the better bullpen while San Francisco's has turned into somewhat of a weakness in recent weeks. Atlanta got back to business in Game 3 against New York, and I think that momentum carries into the Bay. Spencer Strider will get another crack at this manageable Giants lineup, and with him going to a much more pitcher-friendly ballpark in Oracle, we should see another solid start from him. San Francisco has dropped 5 of their last 7 games, and I like trusting the advantages Atlanta comes in with here. The trends and stats suggest the Giants are outclassed in this matchup with the Braves, so the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. Webb has been stingy at home this season, producing a 2.11 earned run average with a WHIP under 1 in 12 starts. He has a 2.35 earned run average and has allowed only 16 hits and 1 home run in his previous 23 innings at Oracle. He has a 2.18 earned run average and 0.94 WHIP in 5 career starts versus Atlanta in his career. The Giants have gone under in 4 straight games in which Webb has started on the road. They have also gone under the run total 2 of their last 3 games overall. Atlanta has gone under the run total in 3 of their previous 4 games, and their pitching staff has hurled 4 shutouts in the past 10 days. Braves pitchers have produced an earned run average of 3 in their last 7 games. San Francisco averages a full run less per game at home than they do on the road in 2023. Strider dominated the Giants in his last matchup with them earlier this month, allowing no runs over 7 innings and striking out 10 batters. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair when these 2 teams meet on Friday. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.